Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2020 SOMSFA Super Bowl. And right off the bat, Baltimore is already in the end zone, just tuning in here. It's 10:03. I missed the start by 3 minutes, and we missed the score. What do we have here? 6 plays, 75-yard touchdown. It looks like a 21-yard run by Derrick Henry. 3 first downs. So what do they have? They have 3 passes by Aaron Rodgers for 51 yards. 3 runs by Derrick Henry for 24 yards. So a couple of them guessed right. They had a Kenny Golladay bomb on that first drive. So that pretty much catches us up. We are now at 2nd and 7 as the Rams get the ball. So the it's a first down run for Miles Sanders and the Rams. The Ravens went 14-2 in the regular season. Let me see if I can pull that standings up real quick. So 14-2, they got Derrick Henry and I think Aaron Rodgers. Derrick Henry and Aaron Rodgers. The Rams with Miles Sanders, Drew Brees, a couple other good running backs. There's a guessed right run. Still going to pick up 8 thanks to the guard. Were the number 6 seed. They went 12-4. They won 3 playoff games. They're 15-4 now. The Ravens won their 2. They're 16-2, and that's pretty much where you're at. 2 really strong teams, 2 really fun playoff, sets of playoffs, and that's where we're at. So let's see how it goes. 1 second. Let me mute myself here. There's an incomplete short pass, guessed wrong, that barely missed the long gain. Okay, 3rd and 2. So you had the 8-yard guessed right run, the incomplete short pass guessed wrong, and we're at the 45-yard line, 3rd and 2. Raheem Mostert, who is a better guess. I don't know if he's better guessed right than Miles Sanders, but he's using him here on 3rd and 2 and a 3 wide. He's keying Mostert. It's a bomb to Tyron Johnson. Defender extra long gain. He's covered by a 4, but the white dies a 4. Mike Hilton makes a play. And the Rams are faced with a decision, 4th and 2. On the one hand, you don't want to fall too far behind that juggernaut Ravens team. On the other hand, if you don't make it here, you're going to give them a short field. Going with the same formation. 6-5-5 up front. Another bomb to him. Guessed right this time. Nobody's in the zone. It's a 4. Flush from pocket. He's going to get a 4-yard pickup. Thanks to the pass blocking of who did it? Oh, there was just no test. There was no contest because he was looking for the second high linebacker. So no pass rush. So it wasn't like somebody made a great block. It just was a dump off. And hit Kelsey, who wasn't double covered, for a 4-yard pickup. Look at that guessed right card by Kelsey. Slant to Tyler Higbee, incomplete. Breeze has got a strong flat card. I would say a below average short pass card for him. Still very strong guessed wrong. So the key is to try to get him guessed wrong going short or deep. He can flat his way or run guessed wrong, can run guessed right. It's got a lot of choices. Slant to Higbee again. 4-man in zone covered by a 0. 55% chance of a sack on that one. Leonard Floyd goes up against Miles Sanders with his asterisk rating. But the random roll was a 62. You can see all this if you turn in, make sure you have under your options the show board game details. So pitch out right to Sanders goes nowhere. Bailout 10 roll. So yeah, so you want to have this box here, show board game details, checked on. Then you get all the good information. Darrell Henderson in the game. So he's got 3 good running backs. Henderson, Mostert, and Miles Sanders. Pitcher right to Darrell Henderson. Guessed right. So he's calling run. He's calling run liberally. And we've seen some guessed wrong passes just fall to the ground as Breeze is not quite on it. 3rd and 8 at the 38. Let's look at the Rams field goal kicker. Usually, Nathan usually picks up somebody who's really strong, and this is another example. Justin Tucker, 2 through 10. Oh, you traded with me for Tucker. 2 through 6, 33 to 38. So he's in the 40% field goal range right now, but he wants to get a little closer. Off tackle draw left to Henderson. There's no linebacker there. And the nose tackle can't make the play. Tyson Alualua is a 5. But the white guy was a 6. A 4-yard pickup would have been probably a field goal try at that point. He might have gone for it anyway. Because it would have broken contain. It would have been 4th and 4. But he got the 9. Quick out right to Kelsey. Not double covered. It's going to pick up 7. So both teams going on productive drives on their opening possession. Full house formation. Mostert and Sanders in the game with Ebron in the backfield as a blocking back. He's covered by a 4. Mostert is covered by Marcus Peters, who's a 5. And Sanders is covered by Zadarius Smith, who's a 0. Inside run to Mostert, double teaming Kelsey and Thielen. That's going to pick up 5 thanks to the left guard block. Cody Whitehair is a 6. So let's look at these lines. 6'7", DJ Humphries. 6'5", Cody Whitehair. 4'5", Trey Hopkins. 4'5", Gabe Jackson. 6'7", Ryan Ramczyk. The D-line for the Ravens, 6'8", Cameron Jordan, 5'3", Tyson Alualua, and 5'8", Chase Young. So these 5'8" and 6'8" are going in against 7 pass blockers. Inside run to Mostert. Called correctly. It's only going to pick up a yard. So you should see quite a few dump-offs today if he goes for those short passes. 2nd and 9. What's up, Jody? Jody, you got yourself muted.
I know. I didn't want to interrupt the broadcast or anything. So
yeah, you're more than welcome to join in. So you're good friends with Dave, right?
Yep, pretty good friends.
What was the feeling coming up to this game? Oh, there's the sack. Zadarius Smith. So that's where the pass rush is going to come from. It's not going to come from those 2 defensive ends, but from the linebackers going up against the guards. So Zadarius Smith is 0-5-11 or something like that, and he came on that one, and Brees drops to the turf, 3rd and 19. So what was Dave saying coming up to this game?
He's pretty nervous.
Yeah, he's got a really strong team. So, but Nathan's a good coach, and he has a strong team too. So I could see this going either way for sure.
He's complained about no sacks out of his linebackers all year, so maybe they'll step up today.
Could be. They did on that play. And that's a tough one because you're pretty much buried, 3rd and 19. He brings in Darrell Henderson in a 3-wide set. Tyron Johnson's covered by a 4. He's already gone deep to him once and missed the defender X. So let's see what Dave does too on 3rd and long. Is he just going to bring the extra DB back to the deep zone? Will he bring the linebackers? No, he brings the other linebacker. It's going to be a flat pass to Kelsey at the 0, at Zadarius Smith. But even if he had moved him, that still leaves you 8 yards short of a first down. So out comes Tucker, 2 through 10 field goal range, and he hits the 10. So good thing you got Tucker. This is 7-3. Both teams score on their opening drives. Baltimore leads 7-3 in this 2020 SOMSFA Championship game. I got to rejoin as my animation. I guess it's weird because I just rebooted the machine too. I wonder if Strat just redoes the code for animation, like just does that from scratch. That would be, I think, a helpful thing. Let me grab the game ID again. All right, so here comes Dave. We missed the first drive. I joined 3 minutes late, and he was already down the field and in the end zone. Well, they may have kicked off like 2 minutes early too. So here we go, 2nd and 9. He's going with C.J. Ham. I never liked that, Jody. Why is he taking Derrick Henry out of the game? Even in 3 wide, you don't need your fullback in there.
Well, the only blitzer I think he has is Njoku.
Got Matt Judon, Deion Jones, and Miles Jack as linebackers. Akeem Hicks 5'4". There's a 19-yard run right up the middle, but it only goes for 11. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't think you can run him there. You can't run C.J. Ham. That's against the rules. I wonder if Nathan will say something. Let me look at him. How many carries did Ham have?
He's a fullback. Does the fullback has limitations on his carries?
They do. It doesn't matter, fullback, halfback. But again, it's up to the coaches to talk about that, not the broadcaster. I'm not going to butt in, but that is definitely against the rules. Let's see how many carries Ham had. Yeah, so he only had 5 rushing attempts. You're not allowed to do that. But maybe he doesn't. Not going to say anything because he would rather him run Ham instead of Derrick Henry. It is tough to know all these rules, but let's just look at it real quick.
That might be a changeable rule.
It's definitely not part of the. It's very clear. Running backs, fullback, 0 to 24 can only run it on 3rd and 4th down with 1 or 2 yards to go. Anytime on the defense is 1 to 5. Anytime a halfback, fullback, or running back with 50 or more carries is injured. When 2 of those are injured. So you can't run him unless certain circumstances. Ham. So Nathan does point it out. I will put it into the text chat here. So let's see how they do. They could delete the play by going back to your earlier save. Well, he could make him reload with autosave too, but it looks like Nathan's going to just let the play lie. But everybody, it's a big game. You don't want to be breaking the rules. And at least he didn't get 29. Dave wants to throw this play away. That doesn't really make it even because you don't know what the play would have been. If it would have been Henry in there, it would have been 19 yards since he had moved the inside linebacker. But it is early. We'll see what Nathan decides to do. Yeah. So we're clarified for the rest of the game. And again, I posted the it says very explicitly halfback, fullback. So it doesn't matter if they're a fullback or not. You can't run them. And I don't think Dave did run him very much during the regular season. I'll have to look at that. We'll pull up the regular season stats and take a look at Ham's carries on the year. Let's see. Baltimore, C.J. Ham. He only ran the ball 5 times and 3 touchdowns. So I think he was mostly running it inside the 5. Bomb to Will Fuller. There's 2 men in the zone. And Nathan almost worked his way into an interception. See, that's what makes this Baltimore team so tough, because you have Derrick Henry, who you're obviously going to call run on, and then you have the best pass quarterback in the set in Aaron Rodgers, who you have to respect, and you have one of the top receivers in Will Fuller. So what are you going to do? Call run to stop Henry or call pass to stop Rodgers? That is a nice guess wrong short card. It's a 4-yard pickup, and he also has George Kittle as a tight end. So there you go. Flat pass to Kittle, picks up 4. It's 3rd and 6, and Nathan comes out showing blitz. You see Morgan Fox check in, but again, Dave's pass blockers are all 7s pretty much, except 1-5, I think. So he goes 4-7, 5-3, 5-7, 0-5, and 5-7. So I guess there's 3 7s, 1-5, and 1-3. He goes 3-3-5, showing blitz with Henry in the backfield. And see, I like this better for Dave anyway, because you could always run a linebacker with Henry, and he's not limited. He hit his card. You keep the linebacker home, this 5-4-7, who's a pass rusher. So that CJ Ham thing, not having him in the game, is going to work out better for him, I think, in the long run. And Henry's a good pass blocker too. Inside run to Henry, he does try to run him. It's the dreaded 5. Although linebacker, I think, is not his best column. Really chunky in linebacker. It was a white die 3, though, so if he would have hit one of those edges, that would have been a long gain. Here's a 45-yard punt, 6-yard return. And we are into the second quarter. 7-3. Baltimore on top. The Rams have got the ball. Now, the Rams wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for some late-game heroics by Miles Sanders. Here's a slant to Higbee. Again, he's hammering Higbee since the Ravens' best pass rusher, Zadarius Smith, is assigned to him in coverage. So the 0-5-12-7, 7 * pass rusher is assigned to Higbee. Higbee has a long of 44, and he can go deep. So Higbee on a bomb is something to keep an eye on. The other guys are covered by 5s and 6s. Square out right to Adam Thielen. Hits the interception split on the D card, but misses the 2-4, winds up on a 6. So that's only a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 9. Both teams have average since we are into the Super Bowl. So 2-4 instead of 2-5 for the interception split on the average pass to flat pass card. So here's this formation we've seen earlier. 3 wide against a 3-3-5. The other linebackers that Dave has is a 4-5-12, 3 * and Leonard Floyd. 5-5-5 Blake Martinez, bomb to Tyron Johnson being double covered. He thought he might go for the sack again, try to blitz the house, but instead he doubles up Johnson, and that'll force a punt. Wonder if one of those other receivers had a completion on 7. Here's the punt to Deontay Spencer. He calls for a fair catch. So we get to see the Rodgers-Henry show again. Galladay's the other receiver, along with Fuller, Kittle, and Mo Alley-Cox are the tight ends when he goes 2 tights. This time he's coming out 3 wide. Rashad Higgins comes into the game, but the extra DB for the Rams is 6-rated Bryce Callahan. Pitch out left to Henry, guessed wrong, but the white die 1 turns it into guessed right. 0 yards either way. So didn't miss much with that. And I do like this column. I like the plus 31 on 4, the long gain on 9, 7 and 5 are juicy as well. Here's a curl to Galladay, guessed right, incomplete on the interception split. Brings up 3rd and 10. So CJ Ham's in there now. He's the same pass blocking as Henry with a 4, but he can catch a short pass. I bet you Henry cannot. You can check that. So that's why he likes to use them on third downs. Yeah, Henry has a 53-yard catch, though, on a flat pass. So if he would get a dump off, he could go a long way. Here is a crossing pattern to Higgins. Single covered. Showing blitz, but he did not bring this free safety blitz. Double two other people, and it's incomplete. And short punt. This is going to be good field position for the Rams. They'll get the ball inside the 50 at the Ravens 47. They come out 3 wide. So there's really not much of a weak spot on this Baltimore defense, but if there is one, it's those outside linebackers' pass ratings. So maybe we're going to see Nathan try a little flat pass magician action with Drew Brees on the sides, trying to 5 and 6 yard his way down the field. Bomb to Tyron Johnson, guessed right, one man there. Defender X or plus 27, and again the 4 makes the play. Mike Hilton twice. Once he made a Defender X or long game play. Now he makes a Defender X or plus 27. That would have brought it down to the 20. Goes back to a base set, 2 tights, 2 wides. Again, look for Higbee on a bomb at some point. But Dave's been calling a lot of run on second and long. Maybe you'll just see a straight short pass here to Thielen or Perryman or Kelsey. Off tackle run. He tried to run it. And again, I told you, he's calling a lot of run on second down. But the tackle, 6 rated DJ Humphries makes the block. There's a sideline right to Perryman. It's going to pick up 5. Converts that third down. First and 10, slant to Higbee. He's being double covered by a linebacker. It's going to be a dump off. Double covered by an inside linebacker, and instead it turns into a Kelsey flat pass for 15. Nathan's certainly happy with that. He's inside the 19 with a chance to take the lead. Square out right to Kelsey. He's being double covered, but it's by a linebacker again, and that's just gets right on his card. Kurt's joined. Hello, Kurt. He doesn't have a microphone on this computer, but just want to say hi. Welcome to this Super Bowl broadcast. Glad we're able to coordinate everybody's schedule so we could capture this. 7-3, Baltimore on top of the Rams, but the Rams are driving. There's a slant to Higbee, 4 men in the zone. It's going to pick up 12 on Breeze's card. There was a sack chance, but no high linebacker means no sack contest. So if he would have brought those two outside linebackers, that could have been Breeze on his back again, which happened on the Rams' first drive. First and goal at the 7. Incomplete. Guessed wrong on Eric Ebron's card. Landed on the 6. There's a guess right down and out to Miles Sanders. That's also hits a blank. Third and goal at the 7. 2 tights, 2 wides. Higbee against the 0. Henderson against the 4. Perryman and Kelsey covered by 5. Thielen covered by a 6. Not showing blitz. Crossing pattern to Perryman. Guessed right. It's going to hit the interception split on Breeze's card, and it's going to be incomplete. And again, the Rams come up short inside the red zone. They're going to have to settle for another field goal. It's good again. 2 through 11 now. We're a little closer for Tucker. Instead of 2 through 10, 7-6 Ravens still maintain the lead. Nice stop by them. We got 2 Jodys here. Back on your computer, Jody. Should I get? You can got one on the tablet, one on the computer.
You
you're
can
really
kick one of them
double-teaming it.
off. I was trying to cast it to my TV.
Got it. No, I'm not going to kick you. It doesn't matter if we have plenty of room. Here is a 2-yard run on first down. I didn't see whether it was guessed wrong or guessed right. So, yeah, that'd be something. Yeah, you should. I'd like to see a picture of it on the big screen TV. Second and 8, 3 wide. Higgins in there. I like Henry in a base set. I don't know if I'd be running him a lot out of this 3 wide set. Because you take away some of his juice because of the white die 1. You take away some of the run blocking from the line. And you make it easier on Nathan because he brings a 6 into the game instead of, as an extra DB instead of whoever he would normally have in there. But he's sticking with it. 3rd and 5. Henry stays in there, though, instead of C.J. Ham. So at least he has a threat of running. The run block ratings of these linebackers are 6, 4, and 5. Keeping out of the shotgun makes it harder for him to blitz Judon and Miles Jack, because you want to keep them home in case there is a run call on 3rd and 5. We've seen him run earlier on 3rd and long. Nathan also has 3 6s in the secondary with the extra DB. He's also got Marlon Humphrey, and his free safety is a 6. This was a straight short pass to Rashard Higgins. Callahan was a 6. The white die was a 5, so he made the play on the defender X. So another punt. So far, Aaron Rodgers not getting much help on the dump-offs. I think you'll see that come into play at some point because he has the strong pass blocking and it is such a good short pass card. 7-6. Rams still trailing to get the ball back. The Ravens got the ball first to start the game, so the Rams will get the ball to start the second half. There's a guess wrong run. Lands on the dreaded 5. The not so dreaded long 8 on 4 is what he was hoping for. Or the plus 82 on 2. It's not. A little bit harder to hit, I would say, but second and 11, 2 tights, 2 wides with Henderson. Score out left to Thielen. Single coverage, going to pick up 7. Nice to roll that 12 and get some positive yardage. A lot of quarterbacks have the -1 there or a blank there on 12. Breeze has got maxed out flat passes. Everything but 2 and 11 is a completion or a receiver reading. And what's nice is his completions, there's no 4s there. So on 3rd and 5, you can shoot it that flat with maximum emphasis. 3rd and 4, he goes for the end run, but Dave goes with the short yardage D, and that stuffs it. Even though Ramczyk made the block, that makes it 4th and 2. Now, he does have a good guessed right options here, and he's going to go for it again. Mostert in the 3 wide. Of course, his run block ratings are reduced by 1, so the 4 guard and the 4 center are 0s, but the 6 guard, 6 and the 2 6 tackles are just reduced to a 5. So you could theoretically run behind those 2 6s and hope to hit one of their readings. Of course, we just talked about Breeze's flat pass acumen. But there are lots of outs on the D card if you don't get a white die 6 to stop the play. Sideline left to Brashard Perryman. There's a 0 there. It's going to hit Breeze's card for 5, and that's a first down. So gutsy call, especially that deep in your own territory, but it pays off. Nathan's probably figuring can't hold that Rodgers-Henry combo, hold him down forever. Wants to get some points, take the lead before half. Off tackle left to Sanders is going to go nowhere. Higbee is a 4, and the white die was a 6. Offensive onside in +5 or +0. Moving along at a nice pace. It's 10:34 here on the West Coast. We're almost to halftime. Pitch out right to Henderson. Guess wrong. Nobody there. Defensive end makes the play, though. And that's the strength of that team. It's 5s and 6s on the line. That linebacker and in the secondary. Chase Young makes the play. Third and 9, 2:06 to go. Back to the 3 wide with Tyron Johnson faced up against Mike Hilton. Hilton has made the most of that matchup, making 2 big plays. Down and out to Henderson, covered by a 0. It's going to hit the interception split. Down to the 42. Let's see if he returns it, or 43. Nope, he did not get any yards. He decided not to even try to advance. Oh, he did advance it. Again, this is the animation bug. So it went from his 43 down to the 42 of the Rams. So he looks like he advanced it 20 yards or so, 19 yards. I don't know exactly. 15 yards. How do we go? 42, 43. So 43. That's 10 to the 53. Yeah, 19 yards. That seems like a weird advancement. Crossing banner to Will Fuller, correctly double covered, but it's going to be complete on Rodgers' card. Into field goal range. So, I've said this before on these broadcasts. Big plays and turnovers often decide these playoff games. I'll throw penalties in when we play with penalties. We don't play with penalties in SOMSFA. So, big plays, turnovers. Pitch out right to Henry. He's going to go nowhere. The tackle's run rating was reduced to a 0. White die was a 5. Did not get out of bounds. Goes from 130 to 107 as he goes hurry up. So it stays 3 wide. Nathan just hoping to hold him to a field goal chance. Throw showing blitz here, 3-3-5. You get a sack here, you push him out of field goal range. He's bringing the blitz, crossing banner to Higgins. 13% chance of a sack. It's not going to happen. It's a dump off for 8 yards to Kittle. That'll set up 3rd and 2. So those pass blockers of Baltimore did their job on that one. I didn't see any obvious big chances. Maybe a 152% chance of the free safety against the blocking back. 3rd and 2 again showing blitz. 3-4 against the blocking back halfback set. Will they bring an all-out key on Henry? Well, Dave go deep with Rodgers to Kittle or Fuller. It's an off tackle right. There's a man there. And it's, instead of a +6 or +4, it's a +1 or -1, and he loses a yard. I'm sorry, +7 or +5 is the rating there. So a good plug, a draw play would have gotten that a first down. But he gets the field goal. But Nathan's got to be happy he made the stop, and he has enough time to possibly get into field goal range. And if, remember, he's got that great, oh no, we're going to get locked up again, aren't we? No, I think we're okay. We're locked up. Got to turn the animation off on those kickoffs. For whatever reason, the kickoffs are killing me. But we saw Nathan win his semifinal game, by hitting a long gain on Sanders in the dying. Oh, shoot. I did the wrong thing there. What is the number again? I got to remember when I copy and paste something. Put that back in the memory. Okay, first play. Short pass to Tyron Johnson, incomplete. Guessed right. But we saw a big run. I'll see if I can pull up that semifinal thing. Under a minute left, and he went from down by 3 to up by 4 in a heartbeat. There's a 4-yard pitch out, guess right to Sanders. So you can see he was shooting for that long gain on +4, which he hit in that other game. Oh, it was a tie game, excuse me. And he hit a 61-yard touchdown run with 15 seconds left. I think it was actually 30 seconds left to win that game. Huge, huge play. 3rd and 6. I'm not going to run it here, at least not with Sanders because he's out of the game. Henderson back in there on a 3 wide. Henderson's a better receiver, I think. And definitely the better pass blocker. Yeah, Henderson go deep. He only has a long of 28, but covered by a 0, you never know. 3-3-5, not showing blitz. He could also bring in Higbee or Ebron to go put a little pressure on. Short pass, curl to Thielen. Guessed right. Picks up 11. Rams will use a timeout. 22 seconds left out to the 40. Let me close some things down here. Maybe that's why my animation's lagging. All right. Ten to 6. Ravens on top of the Rams in this 2020 SOMSFA Super Bowl. Sanders back in there. Post to Higbee. Guessed right. And here comes that sack. Leonard Floyd. Jody was saying that Dave was bemoaning the lack of sacks from his linebackers. They've come up with 2 big sacks today. That time it was Floyd's asterisk rating up against Miles Sanders' 0. So you got Sanders in there. You leave yourself open to those star ratings. Again, it's only a 1 of 6 chance of coming up if the black die's a D. Second and 18. See if he tries to run here to get back in business. He can anticipate maybe Dave calling run and trying to go deep, but I think Dave's going to play it safe here. And why wouldn't? He's only 15 seconds left. There's a pitch out to Sanders. There's a linebacker there. Hits only a +5. It'll be 3rd and 13. No timeouts left. He might just let the clock run out. Or wait, can you spike it with the second left? Go for a bomb on 4th and 13. Or maybe he'll go for running it with Sanders. It's a draw left. Nobody's there. It's going to pick up 5. And it'll be halftime here at the Super Bowl. And for our halftime entertainment today, we have nobody. No, I will not be singing a cappella. I don't have any kind of entertainment planned, so not that you guys are clamoring for it. So here we go. We're going to go right back into it. Rams get the ball first, 8 yards deep, and I didn't lock up. Maybe closing all those things helped. Mostert in the 3 wide. Inside run to Mostert. Guessed wrong. There's a 5 nose tackle there. Picks up 5 on Mostert's card. So that's where Mostert's column shines the most. Guessed wrong right up the middle. Consistent yardage on everything but 5. Three wide again. I haven't seen Dave call run for a while, but there it is. So he's thought the same thing. And even guessed right, he can get you some yards. So there's +4. Guessed wrong was a short gain. So good call by Dave. 3rd and 1. Same formation. Inside run of Mostert. There's the linebacker there. Guessed wrong's going to pick up 8. Nine-yard flat pass. Sideline right to Perryman. Incomplete on the receiver reading. Down to the inside the Ravens territory, 3rd and 1. Maybe a bomb here. Anticipating a run call by Dave, stuffing zones. Maybe a flat pass. Take advantage of Breeze's best column. It is a bomb. He is going big. Nobody there. Receiver reading incomplete. So he had keyed Mostert after he had been running him up the middle. Ty got what he wanted. And now he's going to go for it on 4th down. They figured, hey, I'll go for a bomb on 3rd and 1, and then I'll go for it on 4th and 1. And I'm guessing, how about a flat pass to Perryman, since you would anticipate him either running it or flatting it to Kelsey, or going deep to Johnson. So Perryman or Thielen are the two that I wouldn't think would be doubled. But Thielen's got that brand name. See what happens. Maybe a sneak to Breeze. You know, he keyed Mostert in the previous play. The only thing I don't like is that center. Quick out right to Kelsey. He went to his best guy, but he anticipated it. That's what I'm telling you, David. Nice call. Linebacker in zone +1 or +6. It would have made it if he would have gone to somebody not doubled by the free safety. But Dave gets a stop there, turns him over. He's got the ball near midfield. 14-yard flat pass, guessed right on Rogers' card. And 0-yard guessed right run. Thanks to the white die 1, I believe. It was 3 wide. And there was 0 guessed right or guessed wrong. So hasn't really hit on a huge number for Henry today at all. 11 runs for 29, but you just keep on running with him. You're going to hit one eventually. 3-3-5 showing blitz. Quick out left to Kittle is going to go for 6 yards, guessed right. Now he's into field goal range. 3rd and 4. Three, 5, showing blitz, 3 wide. Henry in the backfield. Sideline right to Higgins. Going to hit a blank. He'll trot out his kicker here to try to make it a 7-point lead. Again, where is Derrick Henry in this big game? And the field goal is missed. He got adjusted backwards to the further out range. It's still pretty dang good. 2 through 7, 11, and 12. Team notebook home. Look at that field goal card. It was 2 through 9, and the field goal roll was a 9. Guessed wrong run to Sanders for 7 yards. So Rams dodge a bullet there. Six-yard hitch to Thielen. 1st and 10. Now we're back in the same spot where he failed to convert on 4th and 1. Hitch to Thielen. That's guessed wrong. It's going to pick up 6. 2nd and 4. So now Breeze has thrown the ball 30 times, only completed 14 of them for 106 yards. That's disappointing. He hasn't really been able to get any big yard play. He's Key and Mostert. It's guessed right on the halfback card. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Here we go again. We'll see if Nathan changes his 3rd and short strategy. Inside run to Mostert, guessed wrong. It picks up 8 on the 11. You know, you get those and you're like, phew. If I was throwing the ball, that could have been, it's an unlikely split, but we've seen those happen. Throw a pick on a 2 through 4 guessed right or 2-3 guessed right. Down to the 33. His best success so far has been line books with Mostert, guessed wrong. It's another one of those inside run to Mostert. It's going to pick up 7. So keep on. If you make your opponent stop it. That's the idea. Eight-yard flat pass guessed wrong to Perryman. 1st and 10, down to the 18. Off tackle left to Henderson. Linebacker in zone -1 or +4. Loses a yard. 2nd and 11. Henderson in there. 2 tights, 2 wides. He's gone away from the 3 wide set now that he can't go deep. Inside the 20. Square out right to Thielen. 10-yard pickup. White dice 6. Haven't seen too many white dice 6s today, so gets him down to inside the 10, 3rd and 1, full house. Seems like it's going to be 2 down territory to me. 4 down territory I should get, but 2 downs from here. As he, it's a yard away. He wants that touchdown. Not showing blitz 3-4. Inside run to Mostert. Oh no, it's a slant to Kelsey, 4-man zone. Hits the 12. 32% chance of a sack, but the random roll was 36, and that is a touchdown. And the Ravens are suddenly trailing. The Rams take the lead. I was saying they were going to tie it, but I forgot that the Ravens missed their field goal to go up 7. So now the Rams are in front by 3, 13-10. And it's a touchback. The Ravens will start at their 25. Again, where's that big run for Henry? That's going to come up at some point. Pitch out left to Henry. He's running him, guess wrong, but went on the D card. Juden makes the play, no gain. 12 runs for 29 yards, and there's only 18 minutes to go in regulation. Haven't seen a run call out of Nathan for a little bit. Curl to Kenny Golladay, guess right. Blitz coming, but those pass rushers. Chris Lindstrom holds off Troy Reeder. 3 against the 7. 39% chance of a sack. The random was 89. So that's actually one of the best matchups he can get. Quick out left to Kittle, guessed right, 9 yards. So the Ravens say, hey, you're going to stuff Henry. The dice are not going to cooperate. We'll come up with other ways to move the ball. Pitch out right to Henry. Going to get a yard. Brings his yards per carry average down, but it picks up the first down, so he'll take it. 13-10 at midfield. 3-4 showing blitz. Crossing banner to Fuller. Everybody's coming. Only a 27% chance of a sack. You saw some 48s and 51s there, but the random was 41. Didn't hit. Went against Grady Jarrett's 10 against Brandon Linder's 7. Only 26% chance of a sack. There's a run call. It's on the D card still. Offensive onside in, +5 or +0. He brings in Mo Alley Cox to pave the way over there. So we got 2 6 blockers on the edge now in this 2 tight, 2 wide set. Off tackle left to Henry. Guessed right, picks up 5. So now he's like, I'm going to pound it with Henry. He's on his card now. Got to guess me right. 15 runs for 40 yards. You got 247-pound running back that runs a 4.4 or 4.3. You got to worry about him. Crossing pattern to Will Fuller. Guessed right. Look at all those juicy big numbers. Says you're going to guess wrong. I'm going to go over to Fuller. Got you on the horns of a dilemma here. Run to Henry, short pass to Fuller. What are you going to defend against? It's crossing pattern to Fuller. Long gain. 42 yards, which is going to translate into a 28-yard touchdown on the 12 roll. There was a 48% chance of a sack. Jamal Adams against Derrick Henry, but the random was a 75. A sack there would have probably limited them to a field goal because it would have been 3rd and long. Instead, they get the touchdown and they retake the lead. Baltimore now up 17-13. Let's see, so all my closing didn't quite fix the problem. Let's get out of this. Get back in. Cancel that. And we are back. 1st and 10. Quick out left to Kelsey. 13 yards, guessed right on his card. First and 10 out to the 38. Mostert in there in a 3 wide set. Tyron Johnson. We haven't seen him hit big yet. Maybe the Rams want to come back and get a big strike after that nice hit from Rodgers to Fuller. Sideline left to Perryman. Nobody's home. They're doubling or blitzing. It's a short gain on the D card. 18 yards. That's into Ravens territory. It was a white die 5, so it would have been a short gain even if he had left the linebacker home. .12:36 to go in regulation. Mostert line buck or a flat pass. That's what we've been seeing lately. Inside run to Mostert. He's calling run, put a man there. Nose tackle can't make the play. Again, Alua is 5 against the 6. Didn't quite have enough juice to stop him. Good thing he had a man there, though. It would have been a 12-yard run without that. Quick out right to Kelsey with a run call. 17 yards, guessed wrong. And they're nearing the red zone. 1st and 10 to the 22. Now we got the back and forth action going. But Dave's been good at tightening up the defense and holding him to field goal chances in the first half. Let's see what he does here. But Nathan's onto something with the 3 wide with Mostert. It seems to be helping him move the ball more. Bomb to Tyron Johnson. He's bringing some blitzers. It's a 31-yard straight gain on Breeze's card. So anything you can do, I can do better is the theme of this fourth quarter so far. The Ravens go down to throw a touchdown from 28 yards out to take the lead. From 22 yards out, the Rams come down and get their own touchdown, and now they're back on top by 3. No, wait, can I turn animation off in time? Did I already miss my opportunity? I might have missed my opportunity, didn't I? Yep. Come on, Dennis, get with the program. Let's get back in again. I don't want to miss one of these big Henry runs because that's one of those is coming. You can't keep guessing right forever. We missed one play, 2nd and 9, probably a 1-yard run. Pitch out left to Henry. There's one of those big runs, 31 yards, guessed wrong. And it is now 1st and 10 at the 43. Maybe I should just turn off the animation on scoreboard. What are those? Do not. What is that one? Incomplete pass there. Correctly double teamed. We'll worry about that later. Just try to get out of animation before the extra points kicked or the kickoffs kicked. 2nd and 10. So he was doubling Kittle with a free safety on a short pass. So let's see what he does here. 2nd and 10. Curl to Galladay. Single covered by a 6. Dump off. Incomplete. Goes on Kittle's card. Guessed right. And there was a lot of chances for 8+ yards on that card, but just found a blank. 3rd and 10 at the Rams 43. That 31-yard run from Henry was his first big run of the day. Got them down here. They're really 1 first down away from field goal range. C.J. Ham's in the game. Short pattern to Ham, covered by 5. Dump off. 7 yards, 4th and 3. Interesting choice here. You're down by 3. You're in no man's land. You got to go for it. Rodgers got a really solid flat pass card. And you have Derrick Henry, King Henry. Goes 3 wide with Henry. Rodgers has been efficient, 14 of 22 for 167 and a touchdown. Kittle on the flat pass here, maybe. I'll tackle right to Henry. He's going to pick up 4. Guessed wrong. If he had called run, that would have been stuffed. Easy to say now that we know the die rule. Die roll. The die does rule, though. The outcome of the die rules us all. Pass crossing pattern to Fuller. It's going to be a must run for 11. So that's just unfair. Not only does Rodgers have a great short pass card for passing, he can also do a little bit of running. 3-4 showing blitz. Rams trying to hold him to a field goal chance. I'll tackle right to Henry. It's a good run call. That stops it for a 2-yard gain. Only 5 yards guessed wrong, but still, you want to try to get him to a 3rd down. Whatever you need to do. Sacks, correct keys, correct run calls, flooding zones, correct double teams. It's a guess wrong end run, and it hits on the 7 for 0 yards. Dreaded 7? Is that such a thing? No, Henry's card it is. Dreaded 5 is -1, 7-0, 11-0. All the other ones are pretty juicy. 5+. Long gain on 4, or 9 plus 3, 1 on 4. Anyway, short pass to C.J. Ham, incomplete on the receiver card. He went back to Ham again on 3rd down. He's a ham and egger, and he does hold him to a field goal chance. Sanders missed one earlier, but this time he misses another one. This time he's blocked. Oh, my stars and garters. Jason Sanders, come to the locker room for your goat horns. They're being fitted. You had a chance to tie the game. You had a chance to make it a touchdown lead early in the game. Both kicks missed. One, because it was pushed back to the further range. This one was just a 2 through 10, 86% chance shanked with a 12 roll. That was blocked. Square into Brashard Perryman is being double covered by a linebacker. So it'll be guessed right in his guard, incomplete. So the Rams have the ball and the lead with 5 minutes to go. Ooh, a run there would have been juicy. 21 of 38 for 203 and 2 touchdowns. Fortune favors the bold. Nathan's converted a couple of 4th downs in his own territory this game. Bomb to Tyron Johnson. The run call. Can he finally beat Mike Hilton? No. That is 3 times he's gone deep to Tyron Johnson, and it's either been guessed wrong or the defenders made the play on the D card. Defender X or long gain, and another one defender X or plus 27. 3rd and 10. He's going to have to punch it back if he doesn't convert here. I don't think you'll see Nathan going for it, even if unless he gets like to 1 or 2 yards, then maybe he'll feel comfortable. But slant to Travis Kelce, single cover by 5. Breeze, can you come through? It's a dump off. It only goes for 5. So 4th and 5, he'll punt. Will we see some Derrick Henry magic? 51-yard punt, rolls 9 yards, so 60-yard. That's going to go down to the 5? Yes, my calculations are correct. So he's going to have to go a long way. But remember, he only needs to get in the field goal range. Henry's got those big long runs on the edge. That 94 on Snake Eyes line buck. 1st and 10. Curl to Galladay. He was keying Henry. That's going to go for 14. Out to the 19. That's a ballsy call to key from that range. 3-4 showing blitz now. 3:36 to go in the game. Nathan would love a sack to end it. Dave would love a bomb to put him in field goal range. It's a pitch out left to Henry, and he's being keyed. One linebacker in the zone, but the offensive onside end, Mo Alley Cox, makes the block. So it still turns into a positive 4-yard play. 3-3, 3-4 again showing blitz. Well, Nathan Key again, two keys in a row. It's a correct pass call. Picks up 4. It'll set up 3rd and 2. I'm not sure if you're in 4-down territory yet for the Ravens, but with only 2:36 left or whatever it's going to be. 2:24. It just might be. Goes to a blocking back halfback, it looks like. CJ Ham in there. 3-3-5 showing blitz. Look out for that Fuller bomb. Maybe thinking I'm going to go for it on 4th down anyway. Let me try to get it into field goal range in one play. You got Kittle bomb, Kittle flat, Fuller bomb, Fuller flat. Maybe he'll go Galladay flat because that's the least likely one to be doubled. Or just run it with Henry. It's a flare left to Ham. CJ Ham, yes ma'am. 17 yards on a 1st down. And that is going to take it out to the 44-yard line. Even guessed right, it was short gain. Guessed double team, that would have been the only way to stop it. But when you have Henry and Fuller to worry about, Ham is also another one that you're not likely to double. 2:06 to go in regulation. Pitch out right to Henry. Guess wrong, nobody there. Long gain, 30 yards. Another big hit. Like I said, you can't stop Mr. Henry. You can only hope to contain him. And he's done a good job of that today. But just like that, with 2 minutes to go, he's inside field goal range. Jason Sanders, he's got that lump in his throat. He's a little nervous. The players coming up to him, patting him on the helmet, saying, "We got you, Sanders. We got you. You're good." And the coach is going, "God damn it, let's get this in the end zone. Forget about trying to kick a field goal." So just like that, we saw Henry was averaging like 2.9 yards a carry. These last 2 big runs have boosted him up 21 yards for 111. 21 carries for 111 yards. Off tackle right to Henry. Guess Strong's going to pick up 5 thanks to Kittle's 6 run block. He lets the clock run. Defense not calling timeout either. 1:30 to go. Nathan needs to stop. He also needs time in case the Ravens get in the end zone. He wants to have time to get his own drive going. 3 wide against the 3-3-5 showing blitz. It's just a ruse. So he can run Henry, guess wrong. Will Nathan fall for it, or will he call run on Henry? It's an off tackle left to Henry. It is a guess wrong run. 2 yards. Guessed right or guessed wrong would have had to key him. So 3rd and 3. Watch the defense use a timeout here. They should. Preserve some time. Maybe not. No, they let it run. The offense is happy to let it go down to a minute left. 3 wide again. Man, this is some tension here. 3rd and 3. Not showing blitz. What are you going to do? You're going to sell out and stop Henry? Or are we going to see a flat pass? Maybe Higgins. Throw a flat pass to Higgins. See if he can do it. Getting Higgy with it. It's a run call. Screen to Henry. 11 yards inside the 10. And now, I don't know what Baltimore's going to do. They might use a timeout themselves. No, the Rams do. They do it for them. 52 seconds left. Now you're really up against it. Stays with the 3 wide. Interesting because you're going to have men in the zone if you run it. But Henry's so good, guess right. He still hit one of those +7, +5 runs. What is he going to call? Pass to Kittle. Touchdown. The Ravens take the lead late in the game. It was a 45% chance of a sack. Jamal Adams up against Derrick Henry, but the random was an 81. So we've seen that several times where the pass blocking of the Ravens has come through, and now they go up by 4 with only 37 seconds left. I don't think he'll return it. Are we going to see another Miles Sanders late game heroics to try to get them at least close enough to give them a shot. He did it at the end of the semifinals. Can he do it again? And because he did it, does that mean Baltimore's going to call a run? Pitch out right to Sanders. Guessed wrong. He wants that 4 on his card. Doesn't get it. Gets out of bounds, though. Only picks up a yard. He needs a miracle. He needs Mr. Sanders to hit that 4. Guessed wrong for a long gain. That's what he's looking for. Off tackle for plus 74 would work too. But you still have 2 timeouts left. You could go off tackle, try to hit those snake eyes. But the 4's, of course, more likely. Another pitch out, guessed wrong. He needs it on an offensive card. He gets on the offensive card, but only gets 5 yards. Use a timeout here, 22 seconds left. Third and 4. But it's drawn to a close here. This juggernaut Baltimore Ravens team is just a play or 2 away from popping the champagne and bringing home the trophy. Pitch out right to Sanders. There's a guy there now. It's stuffed for 2 yards. That'll be 4th and 6. He gets out of bounds. That would have been a 12-yard gain, but still, more importantly, you're now out of contain. So you're not really going to go with Sanders here, because even if you hit that 4, it might be contained by the linebacker. White die was a 6. I'm not sure if he had 2 guys in the zone or not. I wasn't paying attention, but that could have been the time to go defender X on Tyron Johnson. Finally get Mike Hilton beaten. Could have even gone to Kelsey or Perryman. Let's see what he does here. 4th and 6. He doubles Perryman with the linebacker, and that's incomplete. And that's the ball game. The Ravens are your 2020 SOMSFA champion, coming through with very good calls, getting the pass blocking when he needed it. Congratulations, Dave Gabbard gets his championship. Something that, one of his friends in Frozen Tundra was teasing him about on the SOMSFA board at one point. I think it was Brandon or Justin Nagel that was coming in there talking trash. But Dave's done it. Dave has won the championship. And when they're actually got good teams, these guys can coach. We see Dave went 0-16 in S28. And so he's been through some tough rebuilding years, some other leagues as well. But he put together a monster team. Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry, plenty of pass rush, plenty of pass blocking, and he got the big plays when he needed it. Jason Sanders breathed a sigh of relief after those 2 missed field goals. Put him in a precarious spot. But Rodgers came through when he needed to. 2 touchdown passes, 67% completion percentage. Miles Sanders never did hit a big run. Henry hit 2 of them. Look at that, the long runs for the Rams today. 9 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards. Never hit a short gain even once all game. So let's see if anybody's going to join. Let's see. Maybe we won't get anybody to join us. But it was a great game. Not sure if Dave's ever done StreamYard before. Can't quite remember it. All right. So we'll go ahead and shut it down. Unless Nathan jumps in here. Oh, there's Nathan. Hey, tough loss.
Yeah, it's a close one.
I was just noting that you did not hit a short gain all game. Your long runs for all three of your running backs: 9 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards.
Yeah, that's rough for my team.
And you did a good.
Missed
You did a
lot
good
of
job.
balls, too.
Yeah, you had plenty of guess wrong chances. Although he was calling run effectively at times, but you kept Henry in check until the fourth quarter when he hit the plus 30 and the plus 31. So.
Yeah, he had a long gain at the very beginning, but it was already waiting like an 18-yard line, so it didn't really go that far.
Right. Yeah, that's right. This 21-yard touchdown was actually a big one. I didn't join until after that touchdown, so I saw the 21-yard run, but I wasn't sure what number he rolled.
Yeah, he didn't really run him as much as a lot of other guys that have him because he's got Rodgers and a really good offense. So I wasn't as worried about him as I have been in the other games I played against him. I played him several times now. It feels like in the playoffs. Maybe so.
I thought, yeah, he's tough to stop. That's for sure. I played him in S28. That's just a tough card.
Yeah, he's brutal.
But I thought maybe the player of the game or the plays of the game, Mike Hilton. He stopped you 3 times.
Yep.
Once was guessed wrong on the quarterback's card, nothing to do with him. But 2 times, once a defender X or long gain, and another one defender X or plus 27. And both times the white die was a 4. Mike Hilton's 4 rating made the play, and you were, stymied on those.
One time I got the 6 on the roll. It was a receiver, and I was guessed wrong, so it was a 50-50 shot, but he didn't get it.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. Another one where it's guessed wrong on his card. And that's a juicy card. I think it's a maxed out long pass card, but it just didn't come through.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with bombs, though, is they're,
right.
hit and miss.
Yeah, even when you have them all lined up in your favor, it doesn't always go that way. So this is a busy strat day for you, right? You have another playoff game coming up a little later today.
Yeah, I'm playing the Giants in SSFA.
Nice.
I'll get them all in when I got a day off or half a day at least.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I'm going to shut this down. I got to conserve my time because I'm almost to my 20 hours for the month. I want to be able to record that one as well. So,
all right, cool. Thanks for doing this.
Great season. I'm sorry that it came up short for you, but congratulations to Dave. Great season as well. Obviously, he won the championship.
All a good game, and he built a really, really good team too.
Yeah. Oh, and one last thing was this pass blocking. You had 2 or 3, actually, maybe a half dozen times. But especially on those 2 touchdown passes, both of them, you had like 50-50 chances per sack.
Yeah,
and
those
it just
went
went on the
rough.
other side.
I needed one of those.
Right. So that could have changed it around too. But anyway, I'll jump off. Thanks again, and good luck in your SSFA playoff game. I'll be calling that.
All right, thanks. See ya.
Take care.